What's up, guys? It's your boy ChasmRift here, and I'm with Big A again.
What's up, guys? This is one hype episode.
Yep, we just got through watching episode 125 of Dragon Ball Super, and for once, we could probably upload this in the morning on a Sunday.
Man, let's hope, man.
Alright, well, in this episode, a lot has happened in such a short amount of time, and I think we should start it off first things first. Your boy Toppo, he got to finally square up with Android 17 without Gohan, and then some things happened. How did you feel about the start to this episode?
We get a Toppo show, but we don't get a Vegeta show. So uh, um, I mean, based on his current power that we've seen from previous episodes, I feel like he was no match for both 17 and Frieza. So not really. It was pretty expected. So yeah.
For me, I kind of accept that we may never ever get a Vegeta show. It's based on the fact that Brienne and then some of the more fodder characters have more screen time than Vegeta. But I respect Toppo, and he actually was built up. Like, if it wasn't for his pedestal of power that we had in the beginning of the tournament, like when he fought against Goku, we wouldn't have even been nearly as hyped as we were for Jiren when Jiren came into the series. So I'm fine with what's going on with Toppo. As for the fight, personally, I was the one who was surprised because Toppo came in. He basically gave Goku a great testing of power, and then here he's like on par with 17, and then from there Frieza stepped in, and I don't know. I feel like this is a bad power scaling going on.
I personally feel like that he is stronger than both Frieza and 17
Oh,
by just a
absolutely.
little bit. Yeah, not by a lot. But against both of them, again, he wouldn't have stood a chance.
And
Eh,
I think he went. I think Goku had to use Kaioken, or he debated about using it. I don't remember exactly how the episode went because it was like 9 fucking months ago. But I mean, I remember when he was talking about the tournament to Vegeta. He said that, yeah, there was this one guy I fought at an exhibition match, and I didn't think I could even beat him. And then Vegeta was like, wait, what? Like that's the same Topo we heard about in the beginning of the tournament. So if you want to say he's stronger than both of them, absolutely, I agree 100%. But after seeing this episode, I'm starting to think if someone was to tell me Hit could beat Topo, or give him a run for his money, I probably would believe that now after seeing the events of this episode.
Yeah, that test of power really didn't give us a lot of insight into Topo's true power. But well, we have this new series of events that happened this episode that shows us Topo's real power.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I think it kind of hurts Vegeta's credibility more than Goku, because when Goku fought him, it led to another. It segued to Jiren's future power. When Vegeta fought him, we were like, oh shit, Vegeta's doing something. Now we're getting confirmation that Toppo was semi-fodderish compared to what we originally thought his power was.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alright. On the topic of Toppo, we kind of talked about your boy Frieza. And in this episode, Frieza low-key saved 17 by him provoking the monster. He poked the bear with the stick. How do you feel about Frieza kind of taunting Toppo, but didn't have the balls to do that to Dispo?
Man, I knew it was gonna happen, dude. Like, you were debating whether or not Frieza would help us out, and I fucking knew it, dude. Because at this point, it's so end game.
Hey,
He really has no choice, you
hey,
know.
last episode I said he'd probably be sniping from a distance, which he was doing, because he was shooting him for like 30 feet away while 17 is putting in work. You talking about he's gonna come in there and like swap hands with Toppo?
Yeah, that's true, but at the same time, he wasn't at the end of the fucking stadium being a little bitch and sniping away. No, he actually got in there. You feel me?
Yeah, he did. But he didn't help out the 17 later on in the middle of the fight. We'll get into that in a minute. But
Yeah.
him poking the bear really woke the bear up, because that bear ended up turning into a fucking god of destruction in the middle of nowhere. um, yeah. First off, do you think that's legal that he could turn god of destruction in the tournament? And secondly, what is going on?
Man, as bogus as that is, because Honestly, who's keeping track of the rules now?
I don't know.
As bogus as that is, and it probably wouldn't have been allowed early in the tournament. You know what? I'll take it, bro. This was just a cool episode.
I agree. Like they finally gave Toppo some relevance. Like it's a sad day in hell when Dispo like showed more credibility throughout this tournament than Toppo did in terms of like actually contributing to its universe's survival. But now they showed that like Toppo, hey, I got some things on my sleeves. I'm not the only one out here just here to have fun, you know?
Yeah, man, it's unbelievable how, boom, out of nowhere, all this power.
I know. Like I'm glad for it. Like you said, like no one's keeping track of the rules. Every rule is broken except for apparently shooting a key blast out of the stands is forbidden, but you can use Patara earrings out of the stands.
The only thing we haven't seen happen yet is killing, which I don't know. I feel like it's gonna happen.
Honestly,
it might not, though.
No. Honestly, though, like after Toppo became a god of destruction and Frieza's cocky ass tried to take him on, I thought he died from the Hakai.
I mean, I was fully aware that Frieza was fucking able to handle God of Destruction from before, but Toppo, I don't know. I feel like it was pretty obvious from the beginning that Toppo, as soon as he became a God of Destruction, he was gonna be up there, you know, with Beerus and whoever else is strong.
I know I wish Toriyama or anybody gave us like a scaling or ranking of who's the strongest out of the gods of destruction, because that Universe 9 God of Destruction, he was complete fodder compared to everybody else. Like we seen Beerus destroy people completely with a Hakai, and then you got Goku in base form, very fatigued Goku in base form, you know, struggle his way out of it. And then you got Frieza, you know, making a Hakai smaller from that dude. So, yeah, you're right. Toppo is clearly way above that guy. Hell, probably even 17 stronger than Universe 9 God of Destruction, if that's the case.
Yeah, he's definitely a cream of the crop God of Destruction. But it is even confirmed how fucking strong he is when he flicks a little fucking penny-sized God of Destruction energy at Frieza's death ball.
I know. I remember I was about to be really mad if this was taken out of context. You know how last week and like for the months after they introduced Dispo, everyone's debating on if Dragon Ball Super finally hit light speed. Like remember those like topics and discussions people had?
Yeah, those are just cancerous discussions.
I was thinking like, oh God, please don't tell me Frieza in his final form, quote unquote, using a supernova that can destroy a planet is about to do damage to Toppo. Because we've been planet busting since early Z, and I did not want that to leak into the minds of people. I know. I'm glad.
That would have been horrible.
Oh yeah, we've been taking 2 steps forward with some Toppo God of Destruction, but 300 steps backwards with people debating on if we're planet busters. Even though we kind of got
some debate community is just horrible, bro.
Like we get like some people still debate on that. Like some people when they make videos about Dragon Ball Z, they say like, oh yeah, their entire cast featuring Majin Buu and Cell, they're all planet busters. But you kind of seen Majin Buu destroy a galaxy in Z, and then Cell had the power to destroy the solar system. Those are kind of bigger than a planet.
And the fact that Jiren just existing shakes everything.
Yeah, he shook infinity. And
you know,
and then he broke through time.
Bro.
And he broke through time. So I'm glad that he used that, like, yeah, like you said, a penny size, maybe a speck of dust size, a Kai to destroy his attack. I'm like, you know what? That's pretty fitting. Like, there you go.
Yeah, no, that's pretty fair. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, man. I'm glad that they had the foresight to realize, oh crap, if Frieza does anything to Toppo with his attack, this is gonna ruin the series. But
well, I mean, man, I'm glad for sure what happened to Frieza, but I'm even more excited by him hanging onto the edge because of 17.
Yep, he was pushed to the edge, but 17 proved that all his friends are dead.
Fucking rock.
Yep, rock level attack.
Oh my god, bro! Fucking rocks have saved everybody.
Honestly, though, like remember that little pebble that Vegeta stood on?
Yeah, man. And then Jiren, and then I'm sure Goku got saved at some point.
Goku got saved by a tail slap. He basically got dick slapped by Frieza and got saved. And then we see people hide behind rocks after like a fucking bomb goes off in the middle of the stage and they're fine. But man, that's shout out to the rocks, man. You guys are the real MVPs.
You guys are the real winners of this tournament.
Like that, you saw that rock that was throwing at Frieza. That's the same rock Krillin threw at Goku when he was sleeping.
Oh man. Well, unless fucking Toppo completely destroys the stage, then you guys are fucked.
I know. I can't believe all that stuff was floating in the air. I'm just gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and say, look, the stage is destroyed. You know, somebody made them rocks float. Otherwise, they all should be eliminated.
Yeah.
But
I mean that pretty much means everybody would have been eliminated. So
yeah, then it'd be game over. GG no RE.
Unless, oh my god, unless they just eliminated everybody and just left Frieza. That would have been a way to end it.
Oh god, yeah, that was before we actually got to see Frieza come out of nowhere with the supernova attack. So yeah, they could have explained why Frieza was disappeared. But
what do you think? I mean, I'll offer my my predictions for the next episodes. But what do you think this is gonna lead to for Frieza?
If you've seen the previews, it looks like it's not much of a spoiler, but like we left with a cliffhanger with 17 versus Toppo. But by the way, shout out to 17 for handling this along with Toppo. But we left with a cliffhanger with them charging up their attacks. Basically, based on the preview for next episode, it's gonna be Toppo versus Vegeta, and Goku literally starts up the episode saying, "Yeah, Toppo kind of dick slapped and cream pied Frieza and 17." So I got two things I'm thinking of. One, 17 and Frieza are both eliminated, or two, 17's eliminated, but they forget about Frieza being on the side of the edge, and they'll come back at the end of the series, and they say, "Oh yeah, Frieza's the last one standing in the tournament."
I definitely understand where you're coming from with those, but man, I have some. As soon as I heard Toppo say to Frieza, "A piece of trash, is it?" You know, and he got kicked to the side. The first thing I thought of was the Frieza Goku fight, and so I'm wondering if Frieza unlocks a new transformation or some shit.
Oh no, I doubt they'll do that. Like for Frieza.
Yeah, I doubt it too, but I don't know. It seems to me that 17 and Vegeta are gonna get fucked, and then there's no way Goku can take on both Jiren and Toppo.
No,
so you know.
I mean, the preview like Vegeta's actually holding his own against Toppo, and
but then Goku says in the preview, "Are you trying to risk your life?" You know.
And they've been saying that for the longest at this point. Remember they said that about Roshi. They kind of hinted.
We still don't know how our characters, you know, compared to Gods of Destruction. Toppo might be stronger.
I mean, that's true. Like, the only scaling we had was when, like, direct contact. Like what I mean by that, we talked about Uber versus Nines, God of Destruction and Hakai, and Frieza and Goku. They were able to casually get out of it or handle it, versus, you know, a Hakai from Toppo or Beerus. But based on the progression of Vegeta as a character, not just in the series, but actually in his power, I honestly think he could hold it. Could do well against Toppo. I mean, if worst case scenario, you know, Vegeta does some Jurassic attack that almost kills him, and then he has to unlock Ultra Instinct from his. Oh shit! I just came up with that.
No, that's definitely a possibility, but I think someone has to unlock some shit, cause this is fucking, you know, desperate times call for desperate measures.
I mean, that's what I mean.
Prediction.
I mean, if this leads to Vegeta unlocking Ultra Instinct, this would be new and unique. Nobody expected this. Like when people were debating on how Vegeta got Ultra Instinct, they're saying, "Oh, he might unlock it from fighting, you know, Jiren. He might unlock it from, you know, Kaba getting eliminated, you know, things like that." None of that happened yet. So I can see him getting Ultra Instinct through here, or they'd be like, "Look, man, Toppo eliminated 17 and Frieza. We need Vegito to take on both of these bastards." I can see that happening.
Well, one thing's for sure, even though these are the last episodes, and that's like, you know, really sad and disappointing, these are gonna be some lit last episodes.
Yeah, actually I heard yesterday this is from word of mouth, but I heard that updates came out that they're planning on bringing Dragon Ball Super back, But I don't know yet. I haven't seen any articles posted about that online, and no one talk about it. As weird as that is. So I have to say everyone have to keep their hopes up about the future of Dragon Ball Super and for the hopes of this channel review series.
Yeah, man. Hopefully that's just not gossip. If you guys hear anything, please post links or anything down in the comments. We'd love to know.
Yeah. And I guess we could kind of wrap up there. I guess we don't really need to give a preview rating because they left us on a major cliffhanger when it came to the previews as well. But let's give our ratings for this episode. How did you want to rate this episode, and what are your thoughts about it?
They don't give us a lot of information, but I feel like it's going to be a good episode, so I'll give it a 6.
You gonna give it a 6 for this? I mean, for this next episode? So you gonna give it a 6 for the next episode?
Correct. The preview I will give a 6.
What about this episode?
Man, this episode, a lot of unexpected things happen. The animation is just so good, and Frieza going to be a major part of this plot. Man, I gotta give this a 7 out of 7.
You gave it a 7?
Yeah, for sure.
For me, I like this episode. It gave Toppo some it gave him some prevalence. Like he is like a secondary. He's like a secondary baddie in the series so far. Ever since they introduced Jiren, so that hurt his credibility a lot. But they did him right by letting him finally get that God of Destruction. Like we always hear about like, oh yeah, this person may become a God of Destruction. This person is powerful. This person's on par with the God of Destruction. But we never see any of them live up to that hype. The only one who did was Jiren, and the fact that they let Toppo become a God of Destruction really set the bar up for me. And the fact that I told you guys all the time I hate how Frieza dicked on Gohan in Resurrection F anime adaptation. This time Frieza got dicked on. He got cream pie. But I don't know. I guess the little cliffhangers they left us with is what hurts me a little bit. I have to give this a 6. So
the dick slapper gets dick slapped.
I'm so happy. It felt so good seeing him get destroyed by Toppo. Like Toppo punched him in the gut. I thought he punched right through him at first, but I realized he just stretched his body out.
That's probably the deepest punch we've ever seen.
Yeah, Agent not including Majin Buu, yeah. At this point in the series.
Oh yeah, because he's fucking stretchy as hell. But yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess that's it, guys. I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you guys are new here to the channel, be sure to leave a like down below. Also, comment down below if you like this series or you like this episode of Dragon Ball Super. And if you are new here, be sure to check out Twitter, Twitch, and Discord links down below. Big A, I want to thank you for coming out here, man.
Hey, let's hope the series continues.
Hell yeah, man! Like that was a funny ass episode. I can't lie. All right. Yeah, I guess that's it, guys. We out of here. The gates fell open, and I guess I gotta close them. And I'm tired as hell because it is almost 10 p.m. around here. So bye.